looks like we're live. So, for those of you that have seen, we are holding regular spotlight sessions. And this is spotlight session number 2. And I'm actually very excited to have a guest with me today, Joanie Graham. So before we get into who Joanie is and what makes her tick, first of all, my name is Sunny Love. I teach new and existing entrepreneurs how to build a profitable online business at the same time creating a lifestyle of freedom and choice. So all those techie gadgets that you want to know how to use, I'm your lady to teach you how to do that. I've been a teacher for over 30 years and it is my passion. I really love helping you make sense of how it all works together. So enough about me. Before I go on to Joanie, I just want to say that if any of our people in our lovely members in the Business Owners with Style group want to have a spotlight session, all they have to do is just send me a message and say, yes, please, love to be spotlighted. And then we can go through the application process and get you all set up. This is a regular slot now. We will be doing quite a number of these over the next 30 to 60 days, and then we'll probably take it down to less regular. Depends on how you like it or not. So my guest today is Joanie. Joanie is passionate about the business of health. She loves to help people to create dreams and freedom. Joanie actually has many years of experience in the fields of retail sales, accounts and admin, training, fundraising. She's been given awards for the work that she does. She's also a producer, presenter, and interviewer using webinars, a marketer, and promotes health and wellness focused business and products. So let's get to the first question. Okay, so Joanie, welcome. Welcome to the live today. How are you?
Listen, thank you very much for having me. And I am pretty awesome.
I love that. I love awesome people.
Oh, yes, you have to make a choice every morning before those feet hit the floor
You
that you're
do.
going to have an amazing day.
You do. You do. So, with that in mind, with what you've said, how do you start your day? I mean, if you wake up feeling awesome, how do you make that happen?
Gratitude.
Okay. Yep.
So before I get out of bed, I go through some gratitude. Say if I get up at 4 o'clock and then I'm having trouble going back to sleep, then I'll just go through my gratitude. And it can be thanking the universe for my toes or my toenails.
I like that.
Can be the trees and the
Yes.
birds that continually outside in our entertainment area every day. We have birds flying over. I live in a beautiful part of Queensland
Hmm.
at Bayside Brisbane. I've got like a 5-minute walk to the beach,
Beautiful.
and I'm very grateful for that. And so that's, I guess, um, going through some really severe health challenges many years ago now,
Mm.
I learned to be grateful that I was breathing. I learned to be grateful that I could put my feet on the ground and pull myself up.
Do
You
you
know,
know?
it's been,
Yeah, do you know? I think it's actually really interesting that you say that because a lot of people end up being more grateful when they've had a health challenge, and I think it is one of the key elements to actually staying healthy. When we are grateful and when we, the way that I see it is that if we open our eyes and see everything through the eyes of a child, so we actually take ourselves back to that sort of wonder of when we were children. If you ever look at children, I mean, I know that you said, I think you've got 10 grandchildren.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
word, good on you. So if when you look at our grandchildren or our children when they're little, they have this wonder and this excitement and fervor for everything that goes on, from a blade of grass to on a mighty bridge, and if we treat life like that, and like you say, have gratitude. It's one thing I do every day is, in particular, I am so grateful for my partner in my life, and I actually share with him my gratitude. And of course, what that does is it helps me grow and it helps him grow as well. And it's just an enormous, wonderful, satisfying thing.
yeah. Yes, I do the same.
Yes, yeah.
I do the
So
same. I have an amazing man.
Yeah. So tell me, Joni, about your health challenges, because I know when you wrote to me, you said that you were given 6 months to live after the birth of your third son. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
what was that? What happened there?
So I actually died on the table at the beginning of a Caesar. So I had a cardiomyopathy,
Okay.
and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't do anything for ages and ages. And I slowly, I, we didn't have internet back then, so I just got books and pored over them and learnt about health, learnt what I could do, the things that I could do that would improve my health. And I was very lucky and very grateful to have a really good physician. And he was excellent. And he would let me experiment with things. So if I went to aerobic classes. So I would have a minute warm up and a minute cool down. And that was my hour. I sat on the floor the rest of the time.
Right.
But you had to just do stuff. I just moved into a high set house.
Mm.
So I had two elder boys that were 4, 2, and with the baby, I would have to go up and down the stairs on my bottom, put him in my lap, and work my way down the stairs, work my way back up the stairs
Yeah.
for many, many months.
That's
And it was
incredible.
just a process of learning what I needed to learn. So my health journey started way back then. And I guess I was always grateful that I had people around me to help.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many, but I still had good people around me. Um, I didn't get out of bed for the first 12 months. I didn't
That's
cook a meal. I
incredible with a
didn't do
new baby.
any of that.
Mm.
And so my baby just stayed in bed with me the whole time.
Mm.
And then we moved to the high set house. So that was all the challenges again, learning how to do that. So, I mean, you can't sweep, you can't iron, you can't wash up, you can't cut meat or anything like that
Mm.
because you're using your arms
Mm.
and your chest muscles.
Mm. Mm.
And so I couldn't do any of that. So, but, you know,
Mm.
I'm a, I'm a farm girl. So I grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
And we learnt that you just used whatever you had in your hands
Mm.
to get
Mm.
you through.
So you must have had some great determination about you as well, determination to get healthy.
No, you wouldn't think so. I am very tenacious,
Okay.
sometimes to my detriment. But no, yes, and I'm very positive. It's
Yeah.
like I said to the specialist when he said to me, "Oh, we only gave you 6 months to live. We're surprised you're even here."
Mm.
And I just said to him, "I have 3 children under the age of 4." I said, "And I intend to raise them.
Mm. Mm.
So you may stick your medicine, your report, up your nose with a rubber hose." And I just picked the boys up and walked out.
Wonderful. 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 So if you were saying to the physicians you could stick your medicine, does that mean you just healed yourself naturally?
That wasn't my physician, that was
Ah.
the heart specialist.
Mm.
So my physician would allow me to experiment with stuff. So I tried lots of different alternative treatments, lots of different vitamins, supplements,
Mm-hmm.
and procedures. And
Eh?
I just got better and better. Um,
Yeah.
and
So
you just have to make the most of every day as it is presented to you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally
Try
agree with
not
that.
to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, because a lot of that time we tell ourselves stories that never happen.
Mm. That's so true. And the thing is that a lot of people spend a lot of time worrying about something that's never going to happen. And in that worry phase, they cause such detriment to their bodies, their
Their
minds, their
health.
soul. everything. So, I often say to people, I've got a number of friends actually that worry about something something to do with their health that is never going to come to pass. They worry about what's going to happen in the world that they have no idea of whether it's going to happen or even any control over it. We there are certain things that we don't have any control of. The only thing that we have
Absolutely.
control is our own mind. So
Yes.
let's put it to good use and make it valuable for every moment that we are in existence on this earth plane. One of the things that you said to me, Joanie, in your information that you sent through, which I found quite sort of heart wrenching, is that in '99 you were asked to raise a baby girl.
Yes.
Tell us about that because you've been through some quite some challenges here, and I love the fact that you've been resilient and you've come through the other side. So tell us about that. What happened with this baby girl? Who was she? Why was she given to you?
Okay. She was my second husband's niece, and under tragic circumstances where her mother had murdered her older sister while she was pregnant with her.
Oh,
And we were asked, because my husband was her uncle, we were asked if we would like to raise her. So we got her at 52 hours old, and we drove from Sydney 18 hours back to Queensland,
mhm.
stopping, making sure she was okay. But she was just a perfect little passenger on the way home. But and yeah, we raised her, and when she had first started school, she no, it was before Australia. It was Australia Day.
Mm.
She collapsed, and we took her to the hospital. Took her to another hospital. And they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. And then I had a paediatrician ring me and says to me, "I think you should come and see me tomorrow." Oh, okay. Got off the phone and went, I think this might be serious. So again, trying not to worry about anything. So she had what is called a long QT. Um, and what it is, it's the beats between the Q and the T were 100% quicker. So she was double paced. So you hear of kids playing football, run
Mm.
onto the football field and just die,
Yes,
collapse and die.
yes.
Kids die in swimming pools, not from drowning, but from the fact that they just sink straight to the bottom.
Yep.
Um, there's a family in Queensland who had, I think, 3 girls,
Mm.
maybe 4 girls, and somebody had died in the family. So one girl collapsed and died.
Mm.
Another sister collapsed and died at her funeral. Um, but they lost all their girls.
Yeah.
So it can be hereditary,
Mm.
or it can mutate.
Okay.
And we think with Chrissy that she mutated. And she was fine. She was going to school. And I got a call from after school care saying, she's not real well. She's just thrown up. I said, okay, I'll come and get her now. So I went up, picked her up, and she threw up all through the entry of the kindy. Well, she was so upset with herself because she'd done that.
Mm.
Anyway, got her to the doctors, sat with a friend of mine, and I went to move her, and she said, "Don't move me, mummy." And I've gone, okay. And that's when she died.
Oh.
So, but would you have it any other way?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
If you're going to have a child that's
Good.
going to die,
Mm.
would you not rather have them in your arms?
Well, yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, it
You
was
wouldn't
better.
want them in a car accident, or you wouldn't want them.
No, no. I mean, like you say, and I think that this is a sense of your gratitude as well, that comes through. Is that like you say, to die in your arms is a much better way than having received that phone call that said that she had already gone.
Yes.
So that's huge. I mean, that's a huge
Yeah.
thing to be grateful for, even though it was tragic circumstances and the poor little love didn't have much of a life, but obviously when she did, she had a good life. She had a
You'd be
good life with
frozen.
you.
Yeah. So I've always had a protected life.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was at the kindy, the lady said, I'll come with you. And I said, no, I'm fine. When I got to the doctors, a really good friend of mine who had lost his wife 3 months before my husband sat and talked to me. When the ambulance came, the driver was a young guy that used to be in my circle. When I got to the hospital, another friend out of that same circle was waiting at the hospital for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had somebody with me the whole way. So I've just led this very protected life, I guess is what I would call it.
Yeah.
But I just believe I found out when I was 26, when I had Jade, that I was adopted.
Oh, okay.
So I was adopted. I had the heart condition. I was very grateful I could give a little girl a home who ended up having a heart condition.
Interesting.
So
Very.
to me, it
Yeah.
was my ability to pay back
Yeah.
something that had been given to me.
Yeah. That's actually amazing. That really is amazing. And it's such a beautiful story. And unfortunately, we don't have time to go right into it. I mean, I could sit and have a coffee with you and I would chat with you for hours and hours and hours and find out so much. People like you are so interesting where you've had amazing life experiences. But what I want to do now, because we've got about 10 minutes or so left, what I would love to do is how those experiences in your life, and I know that you've had many, many more, how those experiences in life have led you to where you are now. So the last question that I was talking to Joanie about is that I was saying that with these extraordinary life experiences and challenges that you have gone through, which are really, really quite challenging and would have broken a lot of women, to be honest. But, you got through it, which is totally amazing. Um, how has that manifested itself in what you do now in the respect? Because I know that you help people with their health issues, and their health business. So how does that actually work for them?
I guess it just comes back to the fact that I've been through so many things. I have more empathy for people and I understand, but I also know you have to work your way through this. Um, and I'm just not a person to wallow in my circumstances. I have life to live. So I need to pick up the pieces and move on. So I have lost 3 husbands and a daughter.
Oh,
So yeah, now I'm on the 4th one, but it's okay. We've checked him out. He's okay. My son's made sure of that. But you just have to go through. You have to believe that they're safe, that they're there. And, like I've had so many signs after they've passed that have told me that they're fine, that they're great.
mm,
Um, so you just relate to people. So
mm,
you attract to you who you are.
mm, mm.
You don't attract anybody who is not of your, I don't know, essence.
Yes, yeah.
So, and I work with some professionals,
Mm-hmm.
and we just help people. And it's like we have a range of toxic-free products. We have an amazing medical water machine
Mm-hmm.
that gives you 5 different types of water. And I mean, I have arthritis. I've had an accident 8 years ago that shattered my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
But by drinking the water, I don't have any pain whatsoever.
Right.
And we went to live in the UK for a little while. We come back last year.
Mm.
And I even packed my water machine in my luggage. I forgo clothes so I could take my machine with me. That's how important my machine is to me. So
Yes.
I can always buy clothes over there, but I was taking my machine. Nothing, but it was going with me. So, it's just giving people what they need and assisting them along the way, and I'm part of a group. It's a health wealth accelerator, which starts on Monday. And
Right.
if anybody wants to be in that, and you learn, we go through a 7 day, 5 days. It's a free
Yep.
course. If you want to know any more about it, just PM me under here,
Yep.
and I can give you a link. I'll have to have a little chat with you, do the link, and then we can go from there. So it's
Okay.
just,
So can I just ask you, Joni, on this 5-day course, it sounds really interesting.
yeah.
You sent me some information through. Just cover off what's going to be covered on each of the 5 days, if you could.
Well,
So that if anybody is interested in, is it like a 5-day challenge or is it just a 5-day?
it's a 5 day
Like a,
course, and because it's global, the
mm,
sessions will be recorded. But
mm.
if you can be on live, it's better, of course.
Always better, always.
So this is the 5 day Health Wealth Accelerator for you to choose health in all areas of your life,
Mm-hmm.
to design your path to extraordinary health,
Yep.
to discover your balance for maximum impact,
Mm-hmm.
to learn your revolutionary strategy for the next level results. Plus, there's a lot more, and you get exercises to do on a daily basis. You get homework to do,
Mm-hmm.
so that you fully understand the steps that you need to do. And so we have a step-by-step program
And
as well.
and with this program, this 5-day program, how long is it on for on each of the 5 days?
For an hour.
For an hour. Okay, great. And then who ideally would be the person to be on this? Who is it most suited for?
Okay, so I find mainly women, because women between 45 and 60, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
and you can be older, if they've had a corporate job and they've had lots of pressure, lots of stress, they're probably always wondering, will they always have this job?
Mm-hmm.
Will they run out of money? Will they be able to live the life that they want to live?
Mm-hmm.
Do they want to create a generational wealth so that it passes on to their family? And we have step-by-step instructions on how to do this. So, or if you're a 25-year-old and you find that work sucks,
Mm-hmm.
you got into this business, but you don't want to, what's this job thing?
Yes.
If you want to free yourself up for the rest of your life, go check it out.
Yeah, that sounds fascinating. And also, I guess particularly over here in the UK, we've had a lot of people that have lost their jobs due to the whole COVID pandemic,
Yeah.
and it's an opportunity to, I guess, to not only look at their own health, but also to earn an income at the same time.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And
Fantastic.
it's just putting other people's health to the forefront as well. I mean,
Yes.
as I said, I have arthritis all the way through my body,
Mm.
but I have no pain
You don't have the pain. Yeah.
because I drink an alkalized, ionized hydrogen water.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so what we'll do is we will, for anybody that's interested, that's coming on to this particular session, spotlight session, if anyone is interested, well, not even if you're interested, what we're going to do is we're going to put the link in the comments below to the event. You can get in touch with Joanie. You have to go through a process. So we'll put that link below and then you can have a conversation with Joanie to see if it's suitable for you. And then, like she says, they will be recorded, but it is better to be there live if you possibly can. So I would like to finish off by saying that if anyone wants to join myself on a spotlight session, just send me a message and make the application. And then finally, I'd like to say thank you very much to Joanie. You have been
You
so interesting. I could spend hours chatting to you because I'm sure you've got a whole suitcase of stories.
Yeah,